Today I'm going to be showing you what $8,250,000 will buy you in Scottsdale, Arizona. We have 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 9,170 square feet. We have a theater room, a 51-foot RV garage, a resort-style backyard, and even a pool house. So we got a lot to check out and tour today, so make sure you stay to the end. And also, before we get started, I want to mention this house is listed by Christopher Doyle with Realty One Group. We'll put all of his information down in the description below. Now let's just go ahead and get started. The outside of the home is absolutely beautiful. They've done a really good job with all of the landscaping. One thing that I want to point out that I do really love about the front of the property is we can enter from 2 different locations. So we can enter from that side over there or that side over there, which is really convenient depending on, what way you're coming home at night or whatever the case might be. One thing I do want to point out right over here is we do have kind of a beautiful fountain feature. Again, this is something that when you're coming home, it just looks great, adds a lot of character to the front of the property. And one thing you don't see too often is this huge motor court. All of the beautiful walnut wood that they did on top of the motor court, and then all of these big eaves with all of the beams, just adds a lot of character to the front of the house. The first thing that I noticed as soon as I walked through the front door is the front door itself. We have a 12-foot iron pivot door, absolutely a statement, okay? Now, right as we walk in here, one thing that I'll point out is we have the beautiful white oak flooring throughout the entire home, okay? They did a phenomenal job with all of the flooring in the house. So I'm just gonna take you kind of one room at a time here real quick. As soon as you walk through the front door on your left-hand side, you'll notice that we've got a little seating area. They've staged it very, very nicely. We have all of the big sliders throughout the entire home, which again, the amount of natural light is on another level in this home. The light fixtures are very, very cool, very modern looking. We do also have all the drop ceilings with all the recessed lighting throughout. I think that added a lot of character. Being the fact that we have 16-foot ceilings, I think that you needed to do the drop ceilings because this room is just such a massive room, which we'll show you here more in just a minute. Now we've got a dining room here. Okay, this dining room will seat 10 people the way that they have it configured right now with another matching slider right behind the dining room. So in theory, you could flip-flop the dining with that sitting. You could have, another dining room table over there, kind of do whatever you want, but they have it laid out right now with the 10-person dining room. So let's just go ahead and check out the kitchen. This kitchen is unlike anything that you really typically see in, luxury houses, okay? A lot of houses are known for having big kitchens, but I just want to point out that this kitchen is not big, it is massive. So let's just go ahead and give you a quick tour of it. We have a dual 10-foot island. Okay, these are massive, massive islands. Again, the video is not even going to do it justice. We do have the microwave drawer, obviously. One thing I do want to point out is that we have all sub-zero refrigerators and freezers. Okay, so both of these are going to be the massive refrigerators, and then down below, as you can tell, we've got 4 freezer drawers. Okay, so again, you're not going to run out of storage in this home. So let's make our way this way. Again, walnut cabinetry turned out absolutely amazing. With the white oak, I think it turned out better than I probably would have even guessed if I was the one building the home. We have a huge, over 60-inch Wolf 6-burner stove with the gold pot filler. I think that gold pot filler actually adds a lot of character, okay? It looks really good. Then of course, we have all the recessed lighting underneath. We have the custom hood, and let's just keep making our way over here. This is a 43-inch stainless steel sink, okay? Obviously undermount stainless steel sink, turned out incredible. And then we have the Wolf espresso machine, which I haven't seen one of these before. We have a cup warmer okay, down below, which is a really cool feature. You can tell there's like a little mat on there, so you could probably have your cups upside down, get your cups all warmed up before you go to make a cup of coffee. Now, both of the islands do have the waterfall, okay, with the countertops, which looks really great. And let's make our way right over here. So we have this beautiful bar, and this is something that I really love about the property, right? And the reason being is because the backside of the bar actually has all of these big sliders that open up to the resort style backyard. So again, if you're throwing a party, you're hosting people, you have people over, whatever the case might be, you can serve them right through the window right there, and people aren't running through the house wet or anything like that. Now we do have the wine refrigerator, okay, right as you walk into the open bar, and we do have another sink. And again, I want to point out that all of the cabinetry has lighting built into the cabinetry, okay, in the main kitchen area and in here. So all of the upper cabinetry, even if you had, knickknacks or whatever you want to put up there, would be very well lit and look great. And we do have 2 beverage coolers, okay, on the opposite side, right over here, again, facing out to the backyard. So I want to point that out. Now let me show you one more addition to the kitchen. We're going to walk right around the corner, okay? So we have the kitchen over here, we've got bar, and then if we walk just right around the corner, we have a massive Butler kitchen, okay? This is a Butler kitchen that you very rarely see, especially I think in an $8.25 million home. They just did a phenomenal job. So if we come in here, we have a huge refrigerator, again, sub-zero, right? Everything sub-zero woof in the entire home. They did not cut any corners at all. We have all the underlit in the cabinetry. We have another Wolf 6-burner stove with another pot filler, a hood, again, sink, dishwasher, microwave oven, everything you could possibly need. Now let's just go ahead and check out the master bedroom. One thing I want to point out before we tour the primary bedroom is the fact that the primary is on its entire own wing of the home. The only thing we have on this wing of the home are 2 entrances to the garage, the laundry room, a half bathroom, and then obviously the primary bedroom. So as we walk in here through the double doors into the primary, the first thing I want to point out right out of the gate is that you have these beautiful accent walls that they've done, literally from the baseboard all the way up to the ceiling, with obviously pop out in the drywall and the recessed lighting throughout, not only from all the way down here to the ceiling, but then also if we take a look at all of the drop ceilings, we have all of the recessed lighting throughout the drop ceilings as well. Turned out really, really good. And again, they went very bold, and I actually really like it, right? They went with the kind of army green, let's call it, with, kind of, let's just call it the walnut type of accent wall there. And again, I think it turned out really good. Now they did a great job obviously with the staging. We have, a little seating area in front of this beautiful floor to ceiling fireplace. The chairs actually are a very similar color to that accent wall. So they did a good job bringing it all together. Now I don't know if you've noticed yet throughout the video, but we do have 9-inch baseboards throughout the entire home, which is beautiful. This is a huge bathroom, and I'm telling you, videos just aren't gonna do it justice, okay? As soon as we walk into the bathroom, you'll notice we do have an exterior door making your way to the backyard. So if you have a long day of swimming or whatever, you can come directly in here and go right to your shower. Now, everything in this bathroom is separated between his and hers, okay? So we've got 1 sink, 1 vanity. Again, they did a beautiful job. We've got actually white oak cabinetry in here, okay? So again, we have walnut in the rest of the home, but in here they went with the white oak, which again, I think turned out incredible with the flooring that they chose, with the countertops, and then obviously the tile all the way from the actual countertop to the ceiling, okay? And then we have the light fixtures on both sides of the mirrors. Again, turned out spectacular. Now I want to point out the shower just really quick. We do have a dual entry shower, so you can enter from both sides. Okay, I'm going to show you in just a second. And we have dual rain heads, and then also dual of everything. Okay, so just want to point that out. And directly in front of the shower, we have an oversized tub. Okay, this is a really big tub, looks extremely comfortable, and you can take a bath, relax after a long day right there. Now off to the side, we have a mirrored image of exactly what we just toured over there, which is just gonna be, again, another vanity area. And again, like I mentioned a minute ago, we do have a his and a hers for everything in the primary, okay? So we do have a restroom over here, and we have a restroom over there, okay? So again, if we were to stand right in the middle, everything would be dual everything, and it's basically a mirrored image. We can use anything from either side. And again, that's gonna carry on into the closet, okay? So as we walk into the closet, we can go either direction, and again, we have his and hers. Now, one thing I do wanna point out in the closet is not only is everything custom, and they did a phenomenal job, and I love the texture that they actually used on all of the shelving in here, but you'll notice that every single shelf has built-in LED lighting, okay? So all of your shoes, all of your clothes, Even inside all of here, where we have obviously the doors that open up, we have LED lighting throughout the entire closet, okay? And we do have the center area as well with a bunch of storage, drawers, etc. Now, we have a mirrored image of everything that we just looked at over here, which I'll show you very briefly, and then we'll make our way into the rest of the home. So again, same thing over here. It is completely identical for the most part. I'm sure that maybe one or two of the cabinetry is a little bit different. This is probably the her side, I would imagine, but just however you might like it. So again, same exact thing with all of the LED lighting, the center area for storage and everything like that. Now let's just go ahead and make our way to the rest of the home. I'm gonna make my way to the garage very quickly and we'll get to the rest of the home, okay? So on our way to the garage, again, on the same wing as the primary, we have storage over here. Again, we have two entrances to the garage, one behind me and one right around the corner there. We have a half bathroom, which they've done a beautiful job, all of the same stuff that we just saw in the primary bedroom. We have a massive laundry room with, again, 4 washers and dryers, all of the white oak cabinetry. They did a beautiful job with the tile. Again, 9-inch baseboards. We have a sink, recessed lighting, everything that we've been seeing. We do have a drop zone, okay, on this garage entrance. So when you're walking in, you can throw your bags, your purses, your shoes, everything like that right there. And the one thing I did want to point out in the garage is the flooring, okay? This flooring is unlike anything I've ever seen. It is very, very beautiful, and they did a good job, okay? Again, this is a 51-foot by 18-foot RV garage, so you could put almost any type of RV in here. And then again, we have the 4 other garage areas as well. With some storage here, obviously an exit to the backyard, and some more storage off there to the left. Now, I want to mention that the entire garage is actually temperature controlled. So you'll notice all of the ducting throughout the garage, and we also have places to put speakers throughout the entire garage, okay? There aren't speakers currently in the ceiling, but they've already cut the holes and put everything there to where if you want speakers out here, you could do so. I'm gonna make my way back into the living room very quickly before we go to the other wing of the home. Now again, this living room is massive. Like we talked about a minute ago, we have 16-foot ceilings, okay? So it feels incredibly big in here. You can tell we have a huge couch on this side, a huge couch on that side, massive area rug, and the room still feels incredibly big, okay? This fireplace is 16 feet tall. This is a huge fireplace. I don't know if you can tell, but that is a statement piece in the center of the living room. And I really do love the textured tile that they used here. It turned out very, very good. I think the black with the white oak and the walnut all tie together very nicely. We do have the walnut again over here, so we have storage on both sides of the fireplace. And the tile does go up. It kind of curves upside down with that walnut textured finish up top with the lighting, so if you put artwork or whatever you end up putting here, it'll look really good. I'm gonna show you the other bedroom on the other wing of the home really quick. Now, this isn't gonna be the primary bedroom, but it could be maybe a second primary or something to that effect, because it does kind of have its own separate miniature wing of the home feel, if you know what I mean. So we have another drop zone over here, so if you were to come through the front door or what have you, you could put all of your stuff here. Again, great for storage, linen, whatever it might be. We do have a beautiful bathroom, which I'll point out very quickly, just because I love what they did in here with that mirror. I think they did a really cool job. They have the light fixtures hanging from the drop ceilings, which turned out really good. And I love what they did with the sink, where the drain is actually right down the center. I think it's a really cool faucet and just a really cool accent bathroom, if you will. Okay, so let's just walk directly to the left around the corner, and we're gonna find obviously more linen storage right here. And this is the bedroom I was telling you about, where you could really do whatever you want, right? You do have the big slider Arcadia style sliding glass door, which lets a ton of natural light. So they currently have it configured as kind of a den or an office, but you do have all the custom built-in cabinetry in the closet, and then a full bathroom as well. So again, and these are 12-foot ceilings. So I want to remind you that we have 16-foot ceilings in all of the main areas of the home and 12-foot ceilings in everywhere else in the home. So let's just walk back out through the living room around, and I'll show you the theater room. So we're gonna make our way back through the living room. Okay, we just walked around the fireplace there, and as we walk to this wing of the home, we do have kind of a bonus room in here, which is really neat. So you could do whatever you want in here. You could probably do a game room, you could do pool tables. Again, it could be a seating area, kind of how they have it configured right now. You do have a slider, again with the Arcadia slider going back into the backyard. All the drop ceilings with all the recessed lighting. Again, we're gonna see that throughout the entire home. And then off to the left, we have probably one of my favorite rooms in the entire home, which is going to be the theater room. I feel like in some of these big luxury houses, they'll do a really good job on a theater room or a not so good job on the theater room. And I think they did a phenomenal job on the theater room here because we have accent walls throughout the entire theater room. It is extremely soundproofed in here, okay? I can only imagine shutting that door and watching a movie. It would sound incredible. We have the really thick carpet, kind of theater room style carpet in here. And I think they did just an incredible job with all of the recessed lighting behind every single pillar. So we have recessed lighting behind all of the pillars, and then we have kind of the traditional movie theater style lights on every pillar, if you will. They do have it configured right now as a 5-person setup, but you can clearly tell that you could fit a couple of more people in the theater room. So if you wanted to reconfigure it a little bit, you could. I'm sure it sounds and is incredible in here to watch movies. Okay, now we do have a beverage cooler in the back with a little bar. You could do a popcorn machine, or whatever the case might be. As we walk out of the theater room on this wing of the home, we have 4 additional bedrooms over here. I'm not going to tour every bedroom because they're not currently staged, but we'll show you footage of them. Each one of these 4 bedrooms have 12-foot ceilings. They're all massive bedrooms, okay, I'm telling you right now. They all have custom walk-in closets. They all have an ensuite bathroom, and they're all beautiful, okay? They're all just as beautiful as the rest of the home. Now let's just go ahead and go out and check out the backyard. So as you make your way directly out of the 20-foot slider, we come right out here, and I learned something new today. So comment down below and let me know. But this right here, opening, is actually called a sun shelf, okay, which is pretty cool. So you can tell that they've got a beautiful design here with the synthetic turf. They have the big fire pit, one of 2 fire pits actually, and the fire bowls all the way around the pool, which we'll talk about in a minute. But this is a really cool sun shelf again that lets all of the natural light come in here so you could, get a tan or whatever, right? Now, off to the left, I do want to point out that is the backside of the bar, okay, that we were talking about a little while ago. So again, that opens up. You can fully have access to that, obviously. And as we walk out here, and again, I do want to point out all of the walnut underneath, all of the wood accent with all of the lighting. Again, we've got multiple ceiling fans, all the beautiful light fixtures with, again, smooth stucco finish. The backyard truly turned out incredible. We do have the infinity jacuzzi with a huge swimming pool, okay? Now you can tell we do have the 3 chairs where we can sit actually or lay in the swimming pool out here. And again, at night, which hopefully we can show you, we have multiple fire bowls out here. So we have 4 total fire bowls, and then 2 fire pits, okay? We have the fire pit here and the fire pit over here. Now this backyard features pickleball, it features miniature golf and bocce ball. Okay, so we do have all 3 in the backyard. I know pickleball is becoming extremely popular nowadays. And we do have the elevated sun deck there as well, so you can climb up the steps and have all of your chairs and everything out there. So again, we have the pickleball right here. A brand new pickleball court. Obviously, everything in the home is brand new. Synthetic turf around the pickleball court. And then right off to the pickleball, we have the miniature golf. And then we're gonna make our way, we'll take a look at the bocce ball, and then we're gonna go and tour the actual pool house. And I do call it a pool house. It is technically a studio, okay, if you will. There's no actual bedroom, but it is a studio, so you could sleep in there or whatever the case might be, but it is a pool house. So again, we have the bocce ball over there with all of the synthetic turf. By the way, the back of the home looks absolutely gorgeous. I love looking at it from this angle. You can very clearly see the 2 wings of the home, and they just did a really good job with the overall architecture of the house in general. We do have our grill over here. We have our pizza oven and some other cooking stuff off to the side. And then we have 2 massive Arcadia sliders leading in here. You could open this thing all the way open. And again, this is what they actually call the pool house. So let's check it out. We have a full kitchen, okay? We have all woof again. We have the woof refrigerator. We have multiple freezer drawers down below the refrigerator. We obviously have the matching walnut on the front of the refrigerator and freezers. Full dishwasher, sink, quartz countertops, quartz in the back here. And then again, we have another Wolf gas burner with the pot filler and the custom hood there as well, okay? We do have all of the walnut up here. One thing I did want to kind of point out here is I'll show you from the outside, but I love the way that they have the beams actually running through. You can tell the beams are running through the drywall, and then they stick out probably another 20 feet, giving you all the shade. And they did a great job with the architecture. Those are big, big beams. I can only imagine how heavy those beams are. And then right off back here, we have the full built-in. So there's literally not a single room or area in the entire home where you don't have the full built-in closet. And then we have the bathroom over here with a separate entrance directly to the bathroom right off of the bocce ball, okay? And then we have storage right here behind me. So the way that I see it is that this, you could kind of do whatever you want. The way they have it laid out right now is a little seating area. Again, this is kind of like a studio, if you will. So I suppose if somebody was gonna be sleeping out here, you know, that could turn into a trundle bed or whatever the case might be to be able to actually accommodate for somebody staying out here. A very quick recap of the home. Again, listed at $8,250,000 by Chris Doyle with Realty One Group. I'll link all of his information down in the description below. This home is truly an entertainer's dream, okay? In Scottsdale, Arizona, on over an acre, you've got pickleball, you have miniature golf, you have bocce ball with the pool house, you have a massive backyard, massive front yard, RV garage, literally everything you could imagine. I love all of the finishes. They went extremely over the top on the property and they did not cut any corners. You know, sometimes we tour these big mega luxury houses and you know, every builder's a little bit different, right? But I'm telling you, on this particular property, they didn't cut a single corner. It is truly as beautiful in person as it is in videos. And I just greatly appreciate you staying to the end of the video. So if you haven't already, I would ask if you would please subscribe to my channel, like the video, okay? It would help our video out a ton. It would also help us to go make more cool videos just like this. I greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.